something about it. Change your practices. And there's no such thing as sustainability in either making wine or making clothing or anything. Every economic endeavor that man does causes some kind of negative thing, whether it's pollution. I mean, I'm a polluter. We're using up non-renewable resources and making our clothing, and that's, I admit that. And so my Catholic background says I have to do my penance. So that's where we have our 1%. We call it our earth tax. You know, charity is when you've had a good year, you got a bunch of extra money, and you give some away to somebody. That's charity. The 1% is 1% of your sales. So whether you've had a good year or not, whether you've been profitable or not, you still have to do the 1%. And what it is, it's a cost of doing business. It's recognizing that you're doing harm, and it's recognizing that that's the cost of doing business, just like any other cost. So it's a different attitude. I look at it as being our tax for living on this planet. I started an alliance of companies called 1% for the Planet, and now we're in 37 countries. We have 1,500 companies now that are members, and we're growing at over 1 a day, even in this bad economy. I think in France alone we have 75 members. When we get to 100, we're going to have a celebration in France. So what do you do with that 1%? Well, you have to give it all to environmental causes. You can't give it to the local symphony or whatever. It's strictly an environmental cause. But what does that mean? Well, it could very well mean giving it to, you know, out of all you women in this room, 1 in 7 of you is going to get breast cancer. That's pretty frightening. Before World War II, it was 1 in 30. And when I wrote my book 4 years ago, it was 1 in 8. So it's already 1 in 7. You can give money to the Cancer Society for breast cancer research. 97% of the money is going to go to find a cure for breast cancer, because there's money to be made there. Only 3% is going to go to find the causes. And even the Cancer Society now admits that it's not genetic, that the causes of breast cancer is probably a lot of the chemicals that we're ingesting, whether it's farming chemicals or whatever. So if you're interested in breast cancer research, but you want to give money to environmental causes, give it to organizations